Hello students, how are you all? Welcome back to the grammar videos. In the last session we had studied lesson number 3, nouns and gender. In this session we will be studying a new topic, that is lesson number 4, pronouns. So what are pronouns? Let us have a look. Pronouns are the words that take place of a noun or nouns in a sentence. Now we have already studied what are nouns. Yes or no? So if we repeat the nouns again and again, it will not look nice. Okay? So instead of nouns, what we can use? We can use pronouns. Pronouns like he, she, I, me, we, you and so on. What does this pronouns do? It helps us avoid repetition of nouns. Now how does it help us avoid? Let us look in the different kinds of pronouns. In this session we will be studying different kinds of pronouns such as personal pronoun, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, relative pronouns, demonstrative and interrogative pronouns. So now students, let us have a look at how does it help us avoid repetition. For example, Meera is my sister. Meera is a good girl. Meera goes to school every day. So don't you think that this sentence is very lengthy because I am repeating the pronoun, the word Meera again and again. So instead of Meera, what can I use? I can use the pronoun she. Meera is my sister. She is a good girl. So instead of a proper noun, I can use a pronoun. Second example, Ajay told Amit that Amit was his best friend. Again, the sentence is looking very lengthy. So instead of these nouns, we can use pronouns. For example, he told him that he was his best friend. Here we have used pronoun he and him. Why? Instead of the name Ajay and Amit. So it makes the nouns less repetitive. Now let us study the very first pronoun, that is personal pronoun. What is the personal pronoun? They are used in place of names of person, animals and things. All the names of person, animals and things, we can use the pronouns I, me, mine, we, us and all these. But how to use all these pronouns? Let us study. For example, first person. Who is the first person? The first person is the speaker. Who is the speaker? If I am talking, I am the first person. So I am the speaker. So what all pronouns I can use? I can use all these pronouns such as I, me, mine, you, yours, him, her and all these. But how to use all this? Let us see. If I am the first person and if the sentence is the noun in the sentence is singular, I will use I, me and mine. If the noun is plural, I will use we, us and ours. Okay? Now if we talk about second person, who is the second person? You are the second person because you are the listener. If I am talking, you will be listening. So you are the listener. For listener, what all pronouns we will use? We will use you and yours. You for singular and yours for plural. Okay? Now let us look at the third person. Person, animal or things spoken about. First person, I am the speaker. Second person, you are the listener. But what about the third person? Person, animal or things spoken about. If we two are having a conversation and we are talking about a person, animal or thing which is not present at that moment, at that place, that will be the third person. And the pronouns we will use. For singular nouns we will use he, him, she, her and it. If the noun is plural, we will use they and their. Let us look further in the exercise. Now let us look at exercise A. Fill in the blanks with suitable personal pronouns. So just now we have studied what are personal pronouns. Let us look in the exercise. First, the captain and the team members posed with the trophy. There was a match going on and what did the captain and the team members do? They were posing with the trophy. So here the captain and the team members, so of course the noun is plural. For the plural we will use the pronoun they. They had won trophy again after 5 years. But instead of trophy we can use the person pronoun it. For the which trophy is a neuter gender. For neuter gender we will use person pronoun it. They had won it again after 5 years. Second, the little boy started crying when his mother left Dash alone. Now here we are talking about someone else. So what will be the personal pronoun? Whenever mother left him alone, we are talking about the third person. Yes or no? Satish and I saw some poor children begging in the street. So what did we do? We bought bread and eggs for them. So I am the speaker. What am I saying? I am saying we. We stand in the first person place. The pronoun we bought bread and eggs for them. The personal pronoun we use here is them. We are talking about the third person. Children. That those children were not present at the time when I was speaking. I hope you have understood personal pronouns. Now let us study about possessive pronouns. So what are possessive pronouns? They are used to talk about things that belongs to someone. Means it shows possession, belonging, ownership. The things which belongs to someone. For example, this book is mine. Whose book it is? The book is mine. I am the owner of that book. Yes or no? That cars is ours. Whose cars? It is ours cars. So what are mine and ours? These are the possessive pronouns. The possessive pronouns are mine, ours, his, hers, yours, its and theirs. What are all these? These are possessive pronouns and they are usually written without an apostrophe. Now let us have a look up at exercise B. Write the possessive pronouns. First, these spectacles are John's. Now the spectacle is belonging to John. It is the property of John. John is the ownership. So what will we do? We will use the possessive pronoun his. These spectacles are his. Next, these pills are my grandmother's. So instead of repeating the noun again and again, we will use possessive pronoun. These pills are hers. Okay. Next, the red dolls are Nikki and Leela's. Now the noun is plural. For the plural noun, we will use possessive pronoun. These red dolls are theirs. Next, my umbrella is broken. May I borrow the one that belongs to you? So instead of saying the one that belongs to you, we can use a possessive pronoun yours. Okay. So in all these possessive pronouns, we have not used an apostrophe. So I hope you have understood what are possessive pronouns. Whenever it shows the belonging or the ownership of someone, we use possessive pronouns his, hers, theirs and yours. Now let us see what is reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun, when the subject in a sentence is also the receiver of the action. Now what do you mean by it? Subject. Subject means the doer, the person who is doing the action and is also receiving at the same time. That will be reflexive pronouns. For example, I introduced him to the manager. Now I is the subject. I introduced him means I am introducing someone else. I introduced him to the manager. So this sentence is not a reflexive pronoun sentence. But if I say I introduced myself to the manager, I is the subject. I introduced whom? Myself. I am the doer and I am the receiver. So that will be a reflexive pronoun. Let us see more in the exercise. Okay, exercise C. Fill in the blanks with reflexive pronouns. First, she heard dash during dance practice. Now, what is the subject over here? She. Yes or no? So, what does the subject do? It also receives the action. So, she hurt herself during the dance practice. The doer is also receiving the action in the sentence. She did not hurt anyone else. She hurt herself. Next, the cat licked dash clean. So, what do you think should be the answer? The cat licked itself. She is doing the action. She is the doer. Yes or no? The cat. She is also receiving the action. The cat let itself clean. Third, I looked at dash in the mirror. I looked at myself. I am the doer. I am receiving the action. I did not see anyone else in the mirror. I saw myself in the mirror. Last one. We were satisfied with dash after painting the wall. We, here it is plural. So what will we use? The reflexive pronouns. We were satisfied with ourselves after painting the wall. So I hope you have understood what is reflexive pronoun. Now let us see how to transform the pronouns into reflexive pronouns. For example, I will become myself in reflexive pronouns. You, yourself. He, himself. She, herself. It, itself. We, ourselves. You, yourselves. And they, themselves. So I hope you have understood how to transform the pronouns into reflexive pronouns, and I hope this table may help you. Now let us look what are relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are used to join the parts of sentence. They are called the relative pronouns because they always relate back to something or someone else. Now the relative pronouns we use is who, whom, whose, which and that. Now let us see where can we use the pronouns relative. Now let us see how to use the relative pronouns whom, whose and which. First, where do we use the pronoun who? Whenever we refer to people but when it is subject. For example, who is in the classroom? We are questioning who is in the classroom. Of course, we ask the people, yes or no. Second, whom. Where do we use the pronoun whom? We use when it refers to the people but when an object. For example, me, her, him, us and them. For example, she is the woman whom I met in Greece. Third, whose. Where do we use the pronoun whose? Whenever we refer to possession. What do you mean by possession? Belonging and ownership. For example, if I ask, whose keys are these? Yes or no? These keys belongs to someone. Yes or no? Now we will see where to use relative pronoun which. Whenever we refer to animals and objects or things, we use relative pronoun which. For example, which animal is herbivorous? Got it? Next, that. Where do we use the relative pronoun that? When we refer to people, things and animals. For example, please return the book that I gave you. We are referring to the book also. Yes or no? So we have used the relative pronoun that. Now let us look at exercise D. Fill in the blanks with relative pronouns. First, please return the book dash I gave you. Now which relative pronoun do we use over here? Please return the book that I gave you. When do we use relative pronoun that? When it refers to people and things. Next, the boy dash is painting is my brother. What do you think? Which relative pronoun will come over here? Yes, the boy who is painting. When do we use the relative pronoun who? When it refers to the people but the boy is here is the subject. Next, the lady dash purse was stolen went to the police. The correct answer will be the lady whose purse. When do we use the relative pronoun whose? We use when it shows the possession. Whose purse was it? It was the lady's purse. Yes or no? For the possession we use the relative pronoun whose. I hope you have understood the relative pronouns. Now let us look at demonstrative pronouns. What are demonstrative pronouns? This, that, these and those. These pronouns are used in demonstrative. They show or point out the person or thing to which they refer. Whenever we point out or show to someone, for example, that is a mice. I am pointing out to a mice. Those are mice. That is a mouse. So what am I doing? I am pointing out to the people or the So that will be a demonstrative pronouns. Now, they are usually followed by the verbs. This is the important point. Now, you will say, now you may get confused where to use this, that, these and those. For that I have drawn a table. Let's have a look. For example, this. When do we use this and that? Whenever the noun is singular. If the thing or a noun is near, we will use that. And if the noun or a thing or a person is far away, we will use that. Same goes with plural. If the noun or a person or a thing is plural, and if it is near, we will use this, and if it is far, we will use those. Let us have a look at the demonstrative pronouns exercise. Complete the sentence using suitable demonstrative pronouns. The clue box is given. With the help of the clue box, we can find the suitable answer. For example, dash is the room where we practice dance. The options is given these and this. What do you think? What is the correct answer? Yes, this. This is the room where we practice dance. Your room is singular. Yes or no? Second, whose shoes are dash? The options here are given these and this. So what is the correct answer? Yes. Whose shoes are these? Your shoes is plural form. Next, dash here are the kites I want to buy. What will be the correct answer from those and that? The correct answer will be those. Here kites is a plural form plus the kites may be the far away from the person. So here we have used the demonstrative pronouns this, these and those. Now let us have a look about interrogative pronouns. What are interrogative pronouns? They are used to ask questions. Whenever we used to ask questions to someone, what pronouns do we use? We use who, whom, which, whose and what. Yes or no? And interrogative pronouns usually is placed before a verb. For example, what was that noise? I am asking the question. So I have used the pronoun here what. Next, which is your school? Again I am asking a question. Yes or no? So here I have used interrogative pronoun which. Which is your school? For better understanding, let us look at the exercise. Complete the sentence with suitable interrogative pronouns. Dash will bring the books from the shelf. The correct answer will be who. Who will bring the books from the shelf? Okay. Next, when Dash did he come to the library? Now the correct answer will be with whom did he come to the library? Third, Dash will you do if nobody brings them for you? The correct answer will be what? What will you do if nobody brings them for you? I hope you have understood what is interrogative pronouns and all the pronouns we did in this session. I hope you have understood this session and enjoyed it too. We'll meet next. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.